Hello, my name is Awen, and welcome to Lose-Lose Situation.
Lose-Lose Situation is a survival game set in space. You play as an astronaut in the year 3057. You are on a solo mission to recover a dead satellite when your ship is struck by a piece of debris, leaving you concussed and stranded in deep space. You must use your environment to survive in the 5 weeks it will take your colleagues to receive your distress signal and rescue you. The entirety of the game takes place in and around your ship, the Murave. The Murave is designed to be as interactive and friendly toward creative problem solving as possible. Every element of the ship is meant to be treated as a resource. One of the most important resources available to the player is the terrarium of edible plants, originally brought along as an agricultural experiment. Rations are limited, so these plants will be the player's main source of food. Gameplay is divided into 3 workspaces: the Resource Manager, the Neutral Workspace, and the Active Workspace. The Resource Manager allows the player to interact directly with the Murave's systems, as well as receive updates on the Murave's functionality. The Neutral Workspace is the view the player will be in when they are not managing an emergency. This will be where the player will take care of their own health as well as the harvesting and maintenance of the plants. The Active Workspace is engaged when the player selects an emergency. It will reveal and isolate options relevant to the problem. The environment and the player's interaction with it is intended to be as dynamic as possible. If I pursue this idea, I would want at least 2 other developers with a background in game design to help me flesh out the interactivity.
The target audience for Lose-Lose Situation is mid to late teens and adults.
As the game progresses, problems will compound. For instance, the water recycling system's integrity will start to fail after the first 2 weeks. The player begins the game with a water supply of 59 gallons. Failing to notice or manage a water leak means that some quantity of water is permanently lost, which will necessitate more extreme rationing near the end of the game. The health stat tracks the effects of the concussion the player received at the beginning of the game. This stat will be negatively affected by lack of food and water, especially if it was poorly managed at the start. A low health stat means that routine tasks become easier to fail, and the Active Workspace presents more junk options. Rationing of water, while necessary, will make it harder to manage further problems, such as another water leak. Lose-Lose Situation is designed to be memorably challenging. The goal of the game is to train risk assessment and problem solving under pressure. There is no one action the player can take in the course of the game that guarantees a loss. Lose-Lose Situation has only 2 endings, but hundreds of unique ways to get there. The art for this game would not have been possible without these copyright-free resources.